Good morning, good morning. You are listening to Ryan Fleming and my co-host,
Marlee Fleming.
And we are Waking Up with Flem. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marlee.
Good morning, Ryan. How are you today?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Yes, it's wonderful because we didn't do leg day.
Yeah.
We changed it up a little bit. Our legs are sore from the weekend.
Or my back.
Or your back. Yeah. All right. Well, good morning, everyone, and happy Easter Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter if you are celebrating it. If not, then I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I know here in Georgia, we had beautiful weather. It was, just perfect. High 70s, low 80s, sunny with a slight, little bit of an overcast. Yeah. So it was just very, very pleasant. So me and the kids, we had Friday off, and it was just a really great long weekend. It was well deserved because coming off of spring break, I know that kind of sounds crazy. Coming off of spring break, those 4 days were super rough to get back into. And I know personally for me at work, it was just one of those exhausting, mental exhaustion type of weeks. And so I was glad to be able to recoup, and we're back at it. This is my extremely busy season. And so I will be busy all the way up until probably September, October now. In HR in our world, we have a lot of open enrollment happening, employees kind of leaving, retiring, and bringing on new employees. So that's my world for the next few months. But excuse us, our dog is going crazy for some reason. But other than that, Ryan did have to go to work on Friday morning.
Yeah.
And so I got to take Lange and Jordan to the gym with me. And Ryan's actually going to go and try to settle the dogs down for a little bit, but I'm going to keep talking. So aside from all of that, though, Jordan he said that he had gone to a Planet Fitness before, and Lang has never stepped foot into a Planet Fitness. So it was really kind of nice to bring him to my kind of world. Usually I've gone to the gym with them in Rome to the YMCA, or we've done some at-home workouts with our TRX straps. And there are TRX straps at the gym that we go to, but it was funny. I took them to kind of the back part of the gym, where it has the yoga balls and the Basu balls and kind of it's called a PF360. So it's a big machine that has different, activities on it, and it's got some TRX straps set up on it. And the first thing Lang said was, these are not set up well. They are too low, but we did find one on the machine and we were able to use it. Well, I say I did not. So it was lower body day that I had planned out, my glutes and abs. And so I asked both of them, I said, y'all are more than welcome to do your own workouts, or if you want to stick with me. And so both of them were like, yeah, we'll stick with you. And so we had thrown some in there. And Lang was like, well, why don't we throw one of the TRX exercises in there that works your core and your legs at the same time? And I was like, okay, great. And she showed it to me. It looked simple. I tried to get my leg in that thing. No, I fell over. I did 4 and I was like, I'm done. So now
Dunzo.
I get where Ryan comes from when he's just not in the mood to make himself look like a fool. Mm-hmm. And so I felt that same way. But I would say that we were all pretty tired when we got back, and just playing with the kids. They played with the kids, and I appreciated that so I could wash Sassy, because she definitely needed to be cleaned. And we just really enjoyed being outside a lot on Friday. And Ryan got to be outside on Friday as well, aside from work. What'd you do Friday, Ryan?
Went to work.
And
then rushed back to play golf.
Yes, so he got to play. He got to swing some
Sticks.
Sticks, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ryan, you need to go into a little bit more detail.
I know.
I'm trying to help you out, Colby.
As you can see from the thumbnail, I did not do very well. I blame it on my rushing, but I can't blame it on anything else. I just sucked massively.
So who won?
Colby did.
Shout out to Colby.
Hey, Colby.
Good job, bud.
Yeah.
He wasn't very happy, but
it didn't matter.
Yeah, it was a good
I
game.
eagled the last hole, so it counted for something, and I still lost by 4.
But he had a good time. I'm glad that he gets to go out and enjoy his sport, particularly.
That's my first time this year.
Yeah, it is. It is your first time this year.
It'll probably be the last. I told Colby.
Oh, whatever. We're building those shoulders and arms up. So we'll get there. But yeah, so that was our Friday, and then Saturday. So we Lange and I went to visit Mom, and we took her a little Easter basket, and then when we got back, we had already kind of talked with Lange and Jordan. So we had tickets, the Fleming family, the 4 of us had tickets to the Gwinnett Stripers minor league baseball team. And we were going with Declan's baseball team along with his coach from last year, his baseball team. And so it was tickets. It was kind of like all-inclusive tickets. It included the high five tunnel. It included a meet and greet with some of the players. It included dinner. So it was really fun. And the weather, again, go back to the weather. It was perfect weather. It was a 6:00 game at night. So we got there about 5 so that we could get in and kind of find our seats and figure out what we're doing. So Ryan took the kids, Maizee and Declan, along with all the
Other players.
all the other players.
Coaches.
And they got to be on the field. And so they had a really good time. I'll kind of let you speak on that a little bit.
We went on the field and did a high five. Got them ready to do the high five tunnel. I wasn't nowhere near ready for the high five tunnel. So, getting kids together, it's a pain in the butt. And then they don't listen, and then they don't listen. And then, we got to come over here to do this before we do the high five tunnel. So we had to take the line and move them somewhere else. And then they called the team of the night, and that was the Dutsy Habersham team. Thought that was funny. But Declan was like, I was like, you're going to be on the big screen. He's like, oh. And everybody's like, they call your name, take your hat off, wave, whatever. And he's like, I was like, you do whatever you want to do. You do you. And so he gets up there and Declan Fleming, he gets there and does the mewing, the shh, and then rubs his jawline.
Yes, and he stepped up. I mean, I wish I would have been able to get it. I was taking pictures, I was video recording, but for some reason when I zoomed in, it went all blurry, so I missed it. And but I did get some pictures of the boys and the team, and I mean, you could pick Declan out very quickly because Ryan did pick him up a Gwinnett hat, and it is neon green and it says Gwyn. And so anytime we were looking for Declan,
look for the green hat.
You look for the green hat, and we were able to spot him. But man, these boys were so into the game last night. They did win.
Saturday night.
Yes, sorry. But they were wearing different uniforms and going by a different team name last night, and they were called the Oat Milkers.
Yeah,
and it was funny. So yesterday on the way to church, Declan was trying to explain to Ryan why they were called the Oat Milkers. And Ryan already knew the story of why they were called the Oat Milkers. And he was like, no, it's because Jack in the Box was sponsoring them or something like that. And Ryan was like, no, it's not. And he's like, well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And Ryan's like, no, it's not. Because first of all, I got the flyer at the end of the game that explained why. Exactly. And second of all, I had already looked it up, but it was an ode to a team.
An older team they had for one night only.
Yeah, one night only. And so they were called the Oat Milkers last night. But yeah, it was a great game. We really enjoyed it. The boys had a blast. They really enjoyed like between the innings when the camera would kind of shoot around and try to find them dancing or throw the balls or whatever else.
Me, Marlee, and Maizee got on the camera more than Declan.
Yeah, more time. Yeah, every time.
He was out by himself in the stands, like trying to catch a ball, and then the camera would show up, and he'd be like, oh, "Man."
Yep. Yeah, exactly. But I told Ryan, I said, this is like really the first game. We've only taken him to it one or two other games before, but this was like really the first one that he's actually paid attention to it and really gotten involved in it. And I said, this is something that I'd like to make more frequent for us because it's not too far from us. It's an enjoyable location and atmosphere.
It's not too crowded. It's not crowded.
No, it's not. And I mean, you're close to the field. We were close to the field last night. But even if you're in the higher seats, you're not in the nosebleed seats like you are the Braves.
Nosebleed seats.
Oh man, I remember that one time that my girlfriends and I, we went, Chelsea, Dory, and I, and we were in the nosebleed section. And guys, it made me so nervous getting up so high, and you're so narrow. It just makes me nervous. And so I appreciated being much closer. But aside from that, we enjoyed Easter Sunday with our friends and family. And like I said, Lange and Jordan had come into town, so they got to go to church with us. And then Ryan's parents, Mimi and Tom, they were there. And I decided to cook an Easter lunch. Mm-hmm. And it's been a long time since I think we've had a home-cooked Easter meal for quite some time. And so I had made the decision when I knew Lang and them were coming in town and Mimi and Tom were going to be here. And so I was trying to bring some tradition to the meal. And so that's kind of the topic for today is Easter festivities.
Easter festivities.
What do you and your family do? Is it, if you celebrate it, do you get together just your, like your internal family, or do you reach out to your external family or have friends, or do y'all go out to dinner or lunch, or do you have fixed, or what do you do? One of the things, though, is that we haven't done this in a long time, but Easter egg hunts. And so I know the kids' schools, they had our church had an Easter egg hunt, but we've never been really one to have Easter egg hunts on Easter, just because, I mean, it's just the two of them, and Ryan and I just don't get out there and put the eggs out there and fill them up or any of that kind of stuff. So we're like, you get plenty of Easter egg hunts between school and church, and candies. So there you go. But I will go over what we had. We had ham, and we had macaroni and cheese, and brown sugar glazed carrots. Mm-hmm. And I tried a new green bean recipe. It's called cracked green beans.
Mm-hmm, and they were delicious.
Yep. And we had rolls. And what was for dessert, Ryan?
Banana pudding.
Yes. So I think I was talking about banana pudding either last week or the week before. And it's not my mom's recipe, but because I haven't had a chance to get down to their house to try to find it. But I did find one online. And what'd you think?
It was good.
Yeah. So that was what we fixed. And I had prepped a lot of it Saturday.
Yes. Because
I didn't want to be in the kitchen for hours after church on Sunday. And I mean, we still had about an hour or so afterwards just to heat everything up or cook it, and but still it was, I was very pleased with myself. I was proud. I thought it was really good. And now we have some delicious leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But aside from all of that,
what else did we do yesterday?
Oh yeah. So kind of our end of the weekend celebration and fun, just the four of us, we decided, so Maizee and Declan got a few little cool activity things from the Easter Bunny. One of the things that Maizee got was a pickleball set. So it had the paddles, it had 2 paddles and 4 balls. And then Declan got baseball bases. But Ryan was saying, well, if we're going over to the area that has the pickleball courts, the baseball fields are over there. So we'll just go ahead and take your baseball stuff and we'll head over there. And so we started out with pickleball. Oh. And I've said this multiple times, guys. Our family is very competitive.
Very.
I'm the least competitive of everybody, but I mean, we still get very competitive. But
who was the family pickleball champion?
Ryan was, guys. Woo! Of course he was. But I will say, Maizee gave him a run for his money multiple times. I mean, she's good at it. And I think that's the whole thing, is that she was the one who kind of introduced us to it when we were on the cruise last year. And she made sure that we understood the instructions. And
they're not all right, but it's okay.
I mean, very good. Very, very good. And so she enjoyed playing Declan and I because she knew she could dominate
Hold on a second. Maizee, are you outside the door? Are you outside the door? Can you come in here?
I guess we're going to bring on our first guest today,
first guest today. 1 second.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. You're talking there.
Okay.
So, yesterday, what game did we play?
Pickleball.
Who is the family champion?
You.
Yeah. It's hard to say, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. So, do you have fun?
Yeah.
Is that all you're going to say?
Maybe.
What else did we do?
We played baseball.
Yeah, who won that too?
Wasn't it us?
Our team. Woo! Mama and Declan lost.
Well, after you started pitching.
So,
yeah, I suck at pitching.
Yeah, so what was the best part of yesterday?
Playing pickleball?
Yeah, and losing.
No.
Okay, you want to tell the guest bye?
Bye.
And that was Maizee's first time on the podcast.
Well, every time y'all would do it, I would just stand at the door.
He's crazy. So yes, it took her a second to say she lost.
So it's very interesting, guys. Like, she has been begging to be a part of our podcast for months now, ever since we started it.
And she's so nervous to get on.
She is. I just noticed that I was watching her from behind, and she's like, "When can I be on it? When can I be on it?" Well, now you got a chance to be on it, and it's one word answers.
Yes.
Yes. No. I don't know. Sure. Okay. So we'll have to warm her up to that a little bit.
If we start doing the podcast every night, and then we can bring her here and she'll be quiet.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know if that'll work for Declan, though.
I don't think so. I think
He's got so much energy. But yeah, like Ryan was saying, so we did. We sported ourselves out yesterday evening.
Yes.
Pickleball, baseball. We had a great time. And so I think that's another kind of topic, is being active with your kids. How important is that to you?
Yeah.
I mean, I think to Ryan and I, yes, I will say first and foremost, it's exhausting. There's just days and weeks in general, like with however busy we are at work or whatever else, or the kids' activities, that we're just, we don't want to do anything.
Exactly.
But today was a beautiful day. It was
yesterday's Easter Sunday.
Gosh.
See, she's exhausted.
I am exhausted, guys. But yes, yesterday was just a beautiful day. And I mean, we still had a full afternoon. And so we were like, let's just go be active with the kids. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And I always feel like, me specifically, like both kids, they want Ryan because they know they can win with Ryan. But when Declan was like, "Mom, you're on my team. You're on my team," I was like, "Thanks, buddy.
Welcome to the losing squad, buddy."
But he would be out in the outfield. And
he about robbed my home run.
Oh my gosh, guys, he did a fantastic job with it. I mean, we were playing on the t-ball field.
It was like, not t-ball. It was like baby ball.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Dad, hit a home run. I bet you won't." So it was barely making the fence. I didn't think it was going to make it. It was like super short. And I thought he had it. And he hit his glove and fell over. I'm like, ha ha.
But he did good. I was very proud of him. Yeah.
He didn't get upset at all.
No, he didn't. He didn't. And he didn't get mad at me when I missed a ball. I was like, "I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry." He's like, "It's okay. It's okay, Mom." I'm like, "Why can't you be like this all the time?"
Yeah. Pickleball was not that.
No. Well, we had to learn about it a couple of times. Like, because there was 4 other people out there before all 6 courts were taken. And he was over there like screaming and like throwing himself down on the ground. And I said, "Do it one more time and we're done." He's like, "Okay." And then he got a little bit better about it and everything. But yes, both of them were complaining afterwards. "I'm so thirsty." It's like, oh my gosh, guys, come on. You can handle practices and games, but you can't handle 1 hour of pickleball.
That was tiring.
It's a lot of work.
My
isn't it,
hip
back
still
and
hurts.
forth. I
My
think that's
hips
why
don't
we
lie.
switched to leg days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hip hurts.
But yeah. All right, guys. Well, that is just a recap of our Easter weekend, Easter festivities. Let us know what you have as traditions. If you have any festivities, if you'd like to know anything or share with us, we'd love to hear it. And like Ryan said, he's going to be sharing the picture of him losing his golf game.
Yeah, it's the thumbnail of this podcast.
Yeah. All right, guys.
And I will say, Colby Scott, congratulations on your win. It's going to be your last one for the year.
Oh, that sounds like a
Challenge.
challenge.
I forgot to mention the Masters. Did I tell we mentioned that last time?
Yeah, we mentioned
Did I won
that.
the group?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, you
They
did.
still love me, by the way. Colby, Evan, Kyle, you still owe me money. Thank you.
I do have to do a really quick shout out to Reese. Thank you for my Sasquatch mug. I appreciate that. I'm excited about it. So now it'll be riding a sassy and sassy.
Sassy, riding sassy with a sassy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's 3
me.
sassies
Yeah,
in there.
3 sassies. All
Or
right.
4.
Well, thank you guys. We hope that you have a wonderful week. I know it's going to be a rainy week here in Georgia, but it's starting to warm up. So we're getting ready for that spring and summer weather. But guys, have a wonderful week. Have a great Monday, and we will talk to you next week.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.